Details about the options later on. And we are in Germany. We are on the German side of the Rhine River, and we will stay in Germany for. And if you have a look to the left, then you can see the sign which marks the border. Black Forest. We will talk about the Black Forest itself, about the legend of the name, about some history of. To the hill in front of us with the needle on the very top, that's the Kaiserstuhl, the Emperor's chair, and that's a silent volcano. They find perfect conditions for their activities, so they grow any kind of crop you might imagine, any kind of fruits, any kind of vegetables, just to give you some examples. And that's a difference to the vineyards we have in the Black Forest area. I will show you another wine. It's almost impossible to find green asparagus on our plates in restaurants. We like to bitter. This is the village with most hours of sunshine we have in Germany. So this is the place to be. And from this place is also one of the best white wines we had during the last 10 years. So it was in 2018 when Katrin Lange, a woman from this village, became German, bless you, German wine queen. And that means it was not only her, it was also about the wine. So the Iringer Riesling 2018. They found all 14 wine princes, they crowned one wine queen. So a huge competition, and therefore the Iringer champs. Hopefully we're doing good. But yeah, they want more, a higher salary. 100 windmills which have to be erected on the top of the Black Forest within the next 5 years as well. So you can see it in front of us. There is a stork nest on the top of it, and right next to the stork nest there is a little stick. You can see it again in a second, and there is a story behind this stick. So the stick is a camera stick, and they have a live stream of the stork family's life. Now you can see it on the right hand side. And to be honest, it's a sad story. So some years ago they found dead baby storks in that nest, and the baby storks drowned after a heavy rainfall in their own nest. She told me that they did the same thing in their village. Oh, there are two storks in the middle of the meadow to our right. If you look to the left, there are also 5 windmills. With an elevation of 5,010 feet. We will see that one later on, and we will reach an elevation of around about 3,600 feet. Inside we will see a 361 years old Black Forest farmhouse. Right over there to the right. Oh, they renovate the roof, so they get rid of the green roof, but over there you can see the typical Black Forest farmhouse with 361 years old, and they are built in a typical way. So typically they have 2 floors. They share everything. Must be really nice to live inside. And on the first floor, they mainly use the first floor to store the hay and the grass to feed the cattle during winter. Places in Central Europe, so 2 in Switzerland, 2 in Austria, and the fire custom is worth it to visit that fire custom if you get the chance to. It's better. But there is a second, because there is no Black Forest hospital built on a hill here in Klottertal. The TV series was produced in Hamburg, so more than 5 roads waiting for us. So if there are any issues, there is a bathroom in the middle of the coach, and just let us know. On the left hand side you can see a sign. We have no dangerous animals at all, I guess. Passing of it. We have birds. So it's not a legend that the cuckoo is living and singing in the Black Forest. So you can hear it all day long. 6 to 8 couples right now living again in the Black Forest. So they also find their way back from the eastern part of Europe. And they planted mushrooms. And the animal which eats mushrooms is the wild boar. And they have a laboratory to check it. So the wild boar, a lot of money to buy hunters to hunt them and to protect their fields. What a mess. I told you we have no something. I'm not sure if it's out of the Black Forest, and they bought many parts of the forest from the private persons, from private owners, and right now more than 80% of the Black Forest is owned by the government, and the forest it's protected right now, so the timber industry isn't allowed to cut more wood out of the forest than the forest is able to reproduce, and that's around about 1 cubic meter every single day. So the prices went up. So many of these timber factories went back. More space for the cows and the goats. Seconds. We also reach this, and they produce high quality milk, and it's down there on. Been in St. Peter, and we will go to St. Mergen, which means St. Mergen, the chapels 200 to 300 years ago, to pray, because it was decided that it's forbidden to tent inside the forest. So the biggest and longest long distance hikes here in this area, please go inside one of these chapels. And now we are in St. Mergen, so St. Mary's village, and have a look to the right. There is another onion-shaped church tower, so the typical architectural style you'll find right here. And above it, red pom-pom, and that's the tradition. That's the head of the traditional uniform of the for the women, and that's for what the Black Forest became for women. So the unmarried women had to wear these red pom-pom hats in the past for special occasions and when they visited church. And as soon as they become nice to be there. But true story. Internet connection. It's crazy. Before that time they had to get some connections. And we blessed for a lot of snow. There was no remote learning.
First, I'll start by showing you a replica of the first one here in 1640. Here we have a stone. The right tools we have currently. And nowadays we have around 40 to 45 families in the carvings in this conservation land. And to carve their own frame like this, and then on the top for decoration. And this is on the front face of a small little block looks like. But that's not all, because inside we need to put the mechanisms. And we have 4 different types of things. They used to make things out of goat skin, but goat skin dries out after some time, so that's why they're now using a combination of cotton and iron to last longer. And then they have deeper sound. And also some small ones, which we call baby boots. It's very cute, right? So that.
Put it on. Next time. Next time. Oh, not at all. No. I was joking. I was joking. So you can look out in the expanse. Is that what helps you? Is that what helps you? In Costa Rica. I won't. I'll look it up.
Ask Michael.
Law regulation and have them fastened. The hill on our right, that's the hill with the little chapel on the top of it, and that's a so-called gallows hill. So as this place was in early centuries used as a horse changing place, as a place where they collected the taxes from the trader, some people ended up on the top of that gallows hill where they've been executed due to tax avoidance. So when the people weren't able to pay their taxes, they suffered. Especially the forest to our left, where we can talk about fairy tales. So it is a fairy tale where founded or were written here in the Black Forest area. That's a myth, that's a legend. So the fairy tales from the Grimm brothers remember us that it's sometimes worth to step into the unknown. So a little side information, some, let's call them people, use the statue of the stag for drive-by shootings. There it is, the brave stag. Yes, and that's the reason why stations and these signs are blue signs with white hands. And these are so-called retreat and wait for somebody who collects you. Because there is so less bus to reach your destination. And I mean, it's harmless. It's just the locals who know about this and who collects you. That's also the reason why we can't drive directly through the beautiful city. We have to kind of drive the right hand side. That's our local brewery, that's a Gunter brewery. And yeah, to be honest, it's not the best beer you can try in Germany, but it's our local beer, so we have to promote it. And right behind this brewery there is a little hill, and on the top of the hill is a tower. That's a castle hill. That's the door to the Black Forest, and up there we have a beautiful beer garden, so it's definitely a place to go in summer. There you can see it. And now we cross also a bridge, and there you can see the Dreisam. So today it's not that much water, but just to give you an idea how powerful this river was in the past and why they had to renature there, and then they won't do it beside the walls of the houses. On the right hand side, that's one of the old historic city gates. That's the Schwabentor, and that's the start of the inner city. That street, that's the place where I met Alex. There it is, the Martinstor with McDonald's inside. American Embassy, but I mean, the McDonald's saved many lives, as this is the only restaurant which runs 24/7 in the city. See the library, the theater, the everything. So that was the city center. Sadly,